What's up, y'all? It's Cheap Technical Mess, Red Feather. Cheap Technical Mess, Red Feather. Back at it with another lesson. Before I start uh, this lesson, I would like to send peace and positive energy to a lovely, sexy, beautiful goddess here on the land. Peace to y'all. Peace and love to the gods on the land. The young guys that's in tune with who they is. Peace to the guys, because we know age does not exist. So peace to the young guys out here. Um, Peace to the beings that are not made the way I made, uh, but can reflect something that's within me. Peace and love on to the ancestors, most importantly, because if it weren't for the ancestors, none of this would be possible. Peace and love to the lost souls, the souls that are unaware of who they are. Uh, Peace to the planet. Uh, and peace to the cosmos, as above, so below. So basically, like I said in my last video I made, um, I'm basically trying to create my own little group in my neighborhood. Um, well, for starters, it's not a gang, right? So get members, and these members start to believe that it's a gang. You might as well take your bitch ass on somewhere because it's not a gang. I don't support no gangs. I don't support us killing each other, but I do support unity. Our people need to unify with each other, and the way that we unify with each other is by educating each other. We have to educate each other. We all have to be on one accord so we can know our position on the land, right? It's a lot of youngins that I see that have the potential to tap into their power, but they don't know their potential, right? So me as a man, I have the information to tell them a bit of their potential to help them tap in to who they really are. I have the information. So now that um, we know that the land is coming back to us, we need to start, bringing everybody together so we could be on one accord. Like I said, now the group is called the Young Cats. This is the name that I gave the group, the Young Cats. The reason why I call them the Young Cats is because it's resembling lions, right? Mentally, we have to be lion minded because a lion is not afraid of anything. A lion gonna do what they gotta do. It has no fear of anything. A lion gonna hunt. A lion gonna get his prey. So we have to be lion minded, right? But also we have to have balance. So the symbol is gonna be right. The symbol is gonna be a lion and going to be a feather. So I just explained what the lion meant. Now the reason why I would do a feather is because we have to be as light as a feather. Right? Because if you lion minded but you have no balance, then you gonna fuck over everything that's around you. So I add in the feather because the feather represents us being as light as a feather. So we have balance. So we in tune with our heart chakra. So we in tune with our heart chakra. That's what allows us to be lion-minded beings because we have balance. A real lion has balance. A lion that doesn't have balance is not a good lion. He's dangerous to his own community. He's dangerous to his own pack. So this is why I put a feather there, because the feather represents being light. as a feather, having balance. Now, I wrote certain laws. I ain't gonna tell the laws yet because I'm not done writing the laws. But the first law, I'll tell the first law. The first law is ego. Ego does not matter. If you have an ego towards one another, then you're not fit to be a part of the group. Because if you have an ego, then you think you're better than somebody. Because what will happen is if one member is tapping in to a certain energy and they start receiving certain information, certain motherfuckers can produce an ego to where they start feeling like they better than the other members based off the information that they have. I'm not gonna tolerate that shit. Ego does not matter. That's not something that we gonna allow. We ain't gonna allow ego. Everybody has their own information. Right? So everybody own information is their information. You can't tell somebody that their information ain't right because you feel like yours is right. Everybody got their own information, and you as a person, you should respect everybody's information. Rather, if it's right or wrong, it's still information. So that's why I say ego does not matter. I ain't tolerate no egos, right? Because the whole group that I'm trying to put together is for the greater good for our people, and like I said, in our community. But it's morally, I want to help these young gods master themselves as men and as protectors of the land. It's a lot of low vibrational bitch ass niggas on the land. And this is not normal. We have to have a group of men that's willing to fight for what they believe in and fight for the earth and fight for our women because we are their protectors. So I want to have to work with these young guys to get them mentally right, so we can be able to be one in our communities, right? The hand symbol that we use is a fist. You know, the fist, the power. It's the fist you use, the power, black power, all that. Now, what you do is you take this fist and you bang it off the forehead like this. What that represents is one conscious mind to another, right? We are connected through consciousness. That's all we are, right? So when you do the fist bump off the forehead, that represents one conscious mind to another. That's what that represents. That's how we greet each other. That's our hand symbol. That represents love, positive, and strength to one another. That's how we greet each other. Like I said, this is not no game. It's all for the greater good for our community. It's not no gang bullshit. So, if a motherfucker want to argue the game, it ain't no motherfucking game. That's not what this shit is about. It's for what's best for our people. And I have the information and have the knowing of what our people needs, especially in my community, because I'm looking around and I'm discovering what I'm here to do. Oh, I already know what I'm here to do. I know my position. And this is what I got to do. Right? The young cats. Right? One conscious mind to another. That's what this shit is. Greet each other, like I said. Bump off the forehead. The fist bump off the forehead. Representing one conscious mind to another. That's what we do. I'm gonna work with the gods first, cause it's gonna be females involved too. But I'm gonna work with the gods first because they ones that really need to be worked with, right? So doing alchemy with each other, building a bond, mentally with each other, learning how to master ourselves and learning how to master our emotions. That's what we're gonna have to be working with. And then after we master the mental state of the masculine mental state of who he is, then that's when we can allow the goddesses to come in. Because if you put the goddesses in with the guys and the guys ain't did they self work yet, then it's gonna be fucked up. It ain't gonna be right because they gonna be trying to talk to the goddesses and shit, and shit ain't gonna be right. It ain't gonna have structure. Right, so this is what it is. So I'm gonna be having more information on this, and what more I'm bringing. Like I said, I'm still writing down more laws, so I'm gonna be keeping you updated on what's going on and how this shit is gonna get kicked off. So I wanted to make this quick and just talk a little bit about it just to get it out there because the ancestors said I could go ahead and put this out there. So that's what it is. So that being said, this is Chief Tech Mesh, Red Feather. Peace to God. Peace to young cats out there. And I'm out. Peace and love. Peace.